One of the lawyers representing Sean Diddy Combs in his trafficking case is quitting.
I mean, after I saw these underground clips, I was horrified. I mean, no one can defend a person like that.
Diddy's lawyer didn't just quit, he ran. But what on earth forced Anthony Rico, the greatest death row attorney money could buy, to run for the hills?
It's a serious proceeding with serious consequences, and all of us are addressing it accordingly.
In a motion filed on Thursday, Rico stopped short of revealing why he's stepping down from Diddy's legal team.
Tunnels underneath his house.
Diddy's?
Yes.
Is that true?
Yeah.
And yes, we're getting to that. But trust me, there are things far more concerning that I need to talk about first.
Is a big mansion indeed, owned by Bad Boy Films and one of Sean Combs' children.
I dug deep, like tunnel deep, into all the dirt from secret tapes to murder accusations. So here it is. 10 reasons why Diddy's lawyer hit the exit button. Starting with a mixtape. Yes, a mixtape linked to Kim Porter, Diddy's late ex-wife and the mother of his 4 children, has surfaced in the hands of Courtney Burgess. And this isn't your average SoundCloud freestyle. This tape contains 8 videos, each featuring different celebrity victims of Diddy.
On those drives, the witness says 8 videos featured 8 celebrities at Diddy freak offs or parties, and that 6 were males, 2 were females.
Now here's a game of Guess Who, with evidence of who these people might be. Of course, when you think of Diddy victims, the first person who comes to mind is Justin Bieber. Justin was just a 15-year-old rising star when Diddy swooped in like a Disney villain, promising mentorship. But, it didn't exactly feel like just mentorship. In fact, Justin even spent 48 hours straight with Diddy, just the 2 of them.
Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like you know, where we hanging out and what we doing, we can't really disclose.
Now call me paranoid, but the way he talks about keeping it a secret is concerning. A few years later, and suddenly Justin's emotional breakdowns start popping up like unskippable ads. When talking about Billie Eilish, another young star, he said,
"If she ever needs me, I'm gonna be here for her, but,
Through tears, he also added,
yeah, I just want to protect her, you know?"
Protect her from what exactly? Because I don't know about you guys, but watching him spiral on live TV really makes me wonder, what the heck actually happened in those 48 hours? But here's the problem. Bieber wasn't the first young artist to fall into Diddy's orbit, and he sure as hell wasn't the last. Before Justin, there was Usher. At just 13 years old, Usher was sent to live with Diddy, a decision that, in hindsight, raises crazy red flags.
But you were 13, what were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at.
Years later, when asked if he would ever send his own kids to Puffy Camp, Usher's reaction was priceless. A nervous laugh and the kind of hesitation that says, "Hell no, but I legally can't say why."
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
And now for the proof you've all been waiting for. A leaked clip from a live Diddy party where Kevin Hart has a mic and is talking to Diddy and a young Usher in what seems to be the earlier stages of a Diddy party.
In the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes? Yeah. That sounds about as normal as a basement with no furniture. It's not just me, guys. People in the comments all thought the same thing. Frosted Flakes is a code name for something else. These stories keep surfacing, and they all point in the same direction. But the bigger question is, who was actually attending these parties? And number 1 on that guest list is Leonardo DiCaprio. Leo and Mr. Diddler have been running in the same elite Hollywood circles for decades. They've been spotted partying together at clubs, exclusive events, and Diddy's infamous white parties that were so extravagant and lavish that people started referring to Diddy as Mr. Gatsby, and even Hef Playboy parties, which we'll talk more about later. In fact, Diddy himself name-dropped Leo while talking about these parties.
Who's the person that's number 1 on that invitation list?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
And let's be fair. If you're present at a crime and say nothing, you're not a witness, you're an accomplice. But Leo wasn't the only one enjoying the party. In the next room over, there was Meek Mills.
What's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
Yep, that's Diddy talking over the video. And I don't know what it is, but something about it gives off the exact same energy as that one secret gay couple from college that thought nobody knew, but everybody knew. And hey, if that's still not enough to blow your socks clean off, then feast your eyes on this next clip. But, maybe make sure your mom isn't sitting next to you for this one.
They had a recording of Meek and Diddy
making love?
Ew. I don't know if it was love.
Okay, you have it? Let's hear it.
Yeah, that right there, baby, is the leaked audio from a guy online claiming to be Diddy's bodyguard. Apparently, he recorded it while standing right outside the door where this passionate orchestral performance was going down. Because let's be real, if your bodyguard is leaking clips like this, you might want to start guarding your own body. But hold on a second. The diddle monster hasn't just been active in ruining R&B features, he's been knee-deep in legal trouble since he was 22 years old. Yeah, we're talking about his first mistake that started it all. The City College Stampede. Diddy's always been about that go big or go home mentality. Unfortunately, sometimes that means going big on being wildly irresponsible. The City College Stampede was a crowd crush event on December 28, 1991 in the City College of New York gymnasium during a charity basketball game organized and promoted by hip-hop celebrities P. Diddy and Heavy D. Nearly 5,000 people tried to pack into the gymnasium, which could fit 2,730 people. Now, if you know basic maths, you know why that's a problem. And just to make things worse, he completely avoided addressing the families of the victims. Didn't even hit them with an oops, my bad. He avoided addressing the families of the victims. He faced numerous civil lawsuits and was accused of promoting the event as if the venue could hold 10,000 people. It's just so difficult for me to understand the mentality behind this. Like, what's the point of a charity event if you're gonna body people for it? Come support a good cause if you survive the entrance. And when I thought it couldn't get worse, I came across this comment. The fact that Diddy fought the victims in court and has an album called No Way Out. Absolutely vile. You know, I kind of get Rico now.
Dr. King called it the law of unintended consequences. So sometimes the more you push a person down, the stronger they get.
All right, let's play a little game of process of elimination and figure out why Diddy's lawyer took off. We've got a solid list of reasons why a lawyer might quit on a client, so let's start knocking some off. Fee issues? Unlikely. Diddy's got the money. If his lawyer was worried about a paycheck, he'd be representing SoundCloud rappers instead. Case outside their expertise? Also a no-go. We're talking about a seasoned criminal defense attorney, not some real estate lawyer who accidentally took on a felony case. Conflict of interest? Possible, but it's not like the lawyer suddenly realized he was also representing an FBI agent on the case. So what's left? Client refusing to be truthful? Client engaging in illegal activities? Client not cooperating? Ding, ding, ding. When a lawyer suddenly abandons ship, it's usually because the client is making it impossible to do their job. And if there's one thing we know about Diddy, it's that he's not exactly the cooperative type. Let's see what U.S. Attorney Damian Williams has to say about it.
Combs' attorney said that his client has been cooperative with investigators. He said that this morning. I was wondering if you would have a reaction to that.
Let me just say this. I think that generally and with increasing frequency, the word cooperative or cooperating has taken on tremendous elasticity, and it no longer really bears any relation to what the word means when we use it in a very specific context. So responding to lawful process and the like does not qualify as cooperation when we use that term here.
If your own lawyer, who defended actual murderers, takes one look at your case and says, yeah, I'm out, that's a pretty bad sign. And just look at the comments. The defense attorney withdrawing could also imply Diddy is going to testify, lie, and the attorney knows it. If you ask me, that does sound like something the great diddler would do. But at the end of the day, we may never know exactly what that something was that made Rico resign immediately. Was it a video? A document? A voice recording? I think I might have an idea. This is the final straw evidence.
It's hard to say which is more off the hook, a Diddy party or a Diddy after party, or a Diddy after party, which is basically a pre-party for the next Diddy party.
They just uncovered tunnels underneath this house.
Diddy's?
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes. I've never been, I don't know. I don't like him, and I really don't like what he did to those women and men.
What could the tunnels be used for?
What do you think?
Taking people in and out from the Playboy Mansion to what? I don't know. Like a dungeon or something?
Got to keep them there. If you don't have what they need, they're going to leave. Right. Got to keep them there. Right. You need locks on the doors.
Is there a connection between the tunnels under Diddy's mansion and the Playboy house in Los Angeles, and do the tunnels lead to Michael Jackson's property? It just seems so mind-boggling to think that Diddy lives in the Holmby Hills neighborhood next to Hugh Hefner's Playboy mansion. Diddy did show up at some of Hugh Hefner's parties when Hugh was alive. Diddy's home in Holmby Hills was built in 2014. It has a grotto and underground water tunnels. Sounds suspiciously similar to the Playboy mansion. If you don't know why that's bad, Hef was the Epstein before Epstein. His so-called legendary parties were less about glamour and more about powerful men preying on vulnerable women. We're talking human trafficking level debauchery. Look at this clip of Jaden Smith. We can see Jaden standing outside what looks like Diddy's mansion, tears streaming down his face. But the real question is, what did he see that made him pull out his phone and start recording? And do the tunnels even exist? Between the leaked tapes, the mounting allegations, and the increasingly suspect connections between the Gambino house and the PB mansion, it's starting to feel like there's way more going on behind the scenes than we even know. And when you've got a multi-million-dollar mansion with an underground transportation route, that's not just for luxury. That's for moving things. Or worse, people, without anyone noticing. Whatever it was that finally made Rico tap out, one thing's for sure. He wanted no part of whatever's coming next. What do you think was the final straw for Rico? Was it Diddy's non-compliance, the lies, the new day, new audio leaks, or is there something even worse? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and girl, if you're the type to enjoy celebrity drama, hit that subscribe button. If you thought this video was wild, you gotta check out this next video where we take another deep dive and expose even more dark and dirty celebrity secrets.